My live stream is being interrupted by poor network, but we keep going regardless. Um, I started content creating in 2010. Are you surprised? When I started content, there was no internet like what it is today. I just used internet, but I never knew I'm going to start doing content on Facebook. However, I I was into photography then during my secondary school days. You understand? So I was taking pictures of people like you know regular photographers do. So fast forward to 2011, I I met a guy in my barber shop back in my village. So he was just a normal random guy that goes about. He make videos of himself. He writes stories, bring his family members together, act the story there. He will he will burn the disc, print jacket, package them, and enter the street and start marketing. People buy those discs and watch those videos. That's how he was doing this. So that fateful day, he came to my barber shop, and my friend and I were there barbing, attending to our customers, and he introduced this to me, and I find it interesting. And that was how we started an association. I became one of the pioneers who who started this and make it successful in our village. And I'm this kind of person that when I want to do something, I always make sure I know what I am into. So I was not just the pioneers of this content creating as way back as 2011. I I make sure I was one of the officials who bring people together and then uh, tell them the beauty of content creating. And I was made the financial secretary of the association. And as time go by, the general secretary of the association went to school. He got admission, and that was how I became. In fact, I was doing the job of a general secretary and the financial secretary of the association then. So that time, 4,000 naira was big money as way back as 2011. As a young guy who was just trying to make way for himself, I I was about to write jam and get into the university. You understand? And I was looking at it like this will be a big opportunity for me. I saw you on green. Do you want a like? Please give the live a thumbs up, guys. So um, that was how I invested 4,000 naira, no 4,500 naira into the business. So we write stories, we rent cameras. A day camera was 10,000 naira. So we rent cameras and we direct the movie, we edit the movie, we burn the jacket, like duplicate the compact disc. Then we print jackets, we package them, we hire DJs, we hire vehicles, we enter the streets, we market those movies, those stories. Some of them were like comedy, some of them were like just normal movie, you understand, using our language, T language to be precise. We started doing this, and we are making good money, right? Until I noticed a handwriting that I wasn't really welcome to the association, because now money came, and the person who started this before he invited us started withdrawn from people who became good investors. You understand? Because someone like me, if I want to do something, I always make sure I know what I'm doing. You understand? So as a general secretary and also doing the job of a financial secretary, I have to know every in and out. But I was being isolated from the ESCO meeting most of the time. I was never told that there's going to be an ESCO meeting. And as a general secretary and as a financial secretary, I need to know everything. You understand? So when there's a contribution, you will notice a foul play. They will just write that so day we were able to contribute 3,000 naira, maybe 10,000 naira, no breakdown of who and who that have contributed. And I was like, okay, who and who contributed money? I need to have the breakdown of everything so that I will enter this into my record. And there was never uh, a breakdown. And that was how I said, okay, you know what? If I cannot see the breakdown of who and who contributed, mind you, I wasn't present when they hosted the meeting. I wasn't present when they contributed money. I wasn't told that there's going to be an ESCO meeting. I was only taken unaware that there is going to be a general meeting. And as somebody who wants to know what I'm doing, I try to make sure I'm present. African man wear his shit. No, must I wear his shirt? I'm enjoying the weather, bro. So never mind. So that was how I was like, you know what? I'm going to withdraw myself from this association, and all the money I've invested, I don't care for dividend, but my 4,500 naira should be refunded. And there was uh, since then there's been series of ups and downs, drama upon drama. I decided that okay, you know what, I forget about the money, and that was how I gradually withdrew myself. So when I finally came down to Abuja, I I started uh, following people like Mark AJ comedy. You understand? Mark AJ, you so strong. Thank you very much. So Mark AJ was the earliest comedians in Nigeria. They started their comedy very early. You'll be surprised why he have millions of followers. Is because he was one of the first people here, and he was doing it well as at that time. You understand? They didn't actually have gadget like that, but they were using low quality. But because they were one of the earliest people to start that, they have followership. So then I didn't know the what is it called? How to get your content monetized, because then Nigeria content creating wasn't that strong, and Nigeria as a country was not monetized. If you really meet the threshold to get your content monetized, you need to have somebody abroad who will, um, who will work as your as your manager and as your admin to get your Facebook monetizing abroad, and they will be making money, withdrawing that money and be sending you your commission, like your percentage. All right. So me personally, I didn't have any family member then living abroad, and I don't have any friend living abroad. And some of these content creators, they do come online to complain how they are being cheated, right? So I was like, you know what? I'm still going to do this content anyways. Fast forward to 2025. I used to have a girlfriend then. No, 2024. I used to have a girlfriend then. Uh, this girl, she bought a BlackBerry then. BlackBerry was still raining then. Somehow it was leaving the market, but it was still useful. So she bought this BlackBerry for me that I should be using it for content. For those of you that use BlackBerry then, it was one of the phones with high quality then. So she bought this phone for me, and just for me to start going into content creating. I in fact the phone was stolen from me. Yeah. So that was how I gave up on this content creating. In 2025, I bought a HTC phone. I bought HTC Android phone, and it was stolen from me again. Then in 2026, I bought a Kodak camera. Right. When I bought this Kodak camera, by then I was working with Chinese company. They are into this what is it called? They specialize in all these masks, all this MTN mask. That's what they do, right? So by then they were building a StarTime office in Kuba. If you reside in Abuja and you know Kuba Arab Road, there is a StarTime office there beside, or should I say, in front of Dunamis Church, right? So I was among the first workers who dug the foundation of that place, were the ones who mount the tower there. You understand? So I started work with these Chinese people, and I was privileged to make some reasonable amount of money, and I went ahead to buy that Kodak camera with the aims and objectives to start creating my content. But at the same time, I was snapping as a photographer, and I was making good money then. Because I have good quality camera, I was making my own money. You understand? So, uh, my God, this student, they want to disturb me by all means. Just come inside. So, I was, maybe I will end this live, but we continue this story in another live section when I'm done with these children that have been disturbing since. Sorry. I want to see.